Amo vocês. Amo vocês. What's up?
Welcome.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Hi, Erico. How you doing?
Hi. É isso, é essa energia que a gente ama de vocês.
Hello. Olá. Olá, galera.
So we just showed them a clip of their top 5 favorite scenes from you at the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, obrigado.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool.
And they chose the very first scene where you dance when you arrive at the new planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how was it for you to make that scene.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm just so happy to be here. That scene was really fun to make. The music, we played it out loud on the set, and we shot for a whole day or two. And by the end of the 2 days, I couldn't get the song out of my head. And when I first saw the movie, I saw it by myself, and at that point, I got very nervous because I was just watching myself dance like an idiot. And I thought, oh no, I think I ruined the movie. But then hearing from fans and from people, it seems as though that's something that really stuck out to them. So I'm very proud of it. And it just goes to show that a person's instincts are not always accurate when they're watching themselves on screen.
And that was Disney. It was
If
not
I
the
see
fans.
a rat,
Yeah.
I will dance kick the rat. That's what it takes.
Well, but this is a Avengers Infinity War fan event. So let's talk a little about that. Because the movie is doing a very daring task of uniting 23 superheroes in the same movie. And so, how did it feel to share the screen with everybody that's in it?
Well, that's a good question. It is complicated to make a movie of this magnitude without it becoming convoluted. And I think what we have working to our advantage is fans know so much about each of these characters already. If this was a standalone movie and you've never met any of these characters, it might not work. But because you have 10 years of Marvel movies leading up to this unprecedented cinematic event, and these films intertwining and these characters from various films winding up together, we have a built-in narrative about who these characters are already because we've watched the franchises and the Ant-Mans and the Black Panthers and the Thors and Guardians of the Galaxy. We've seen the best one, of course. But because we know these characters so well, we know them so intimately, all it requires is to put two characters from different movies, same universe, different movies, on screen together, and you're already going to be captivated, you know? So I think that's what's going to be to our benefit, and that's how we can make a movie with so many characters and not have it feel convoluted.
And in this movie, you're all going against Thanos, who is a real villain here. But the first real threat of Thanos, we learned in the first Guardians of the Galaxy when you discover that he's Gamora's father. So Peter ends up being the first Avenger to really understand the threat that he opposes to Earth. How did it feel about being such an important part of this movie?
Good. Yeah, well, I would say Gamora is probably the first character to know just how dangerous Thanos can be, and ultimately Thanos is obviously a homicidal maniac. He's a terrible, evil villain, but his danger becomes more powerful as he acquires, the Infinity Gauntlet, and as he works towards acquiring the Infinity Gauntlet, and so. It feels good. I mean, I definitely feel as though I'm an integral part of the story, and I remember when the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, people seemed to be surprised that it was, and we were surprised as well that it worked so well and that it was received so well. But the question I would automatically get in press was, are the Guardians and the Avengers going to team up? And at the time, I was like, I don't know, maybe. It was like, you know, but so much has happened since then. And my fear was always that if we wouldn't want to team them up if it wasn't necessary. And Marvel has done an amazing job. And I look at it now and I realize that this was the plan all along. They always knew we were going to team up. And it feels good. I feel really blessed to be part of the team.
Cool. You might talk a little.
Thanks.
We have some
I love you too.
emojis. We have some emojis here.
Ooh.
And yeah, we have a little game.
That's me. He's very handsome.
So we prepared a little game because you worked with so many people, and everybody wants to know how is it to work with these people.
I'll spill.
So we separated here five characters.
Okay.
And if you could please describe them with one word.
With one word?
With one word only. This is gonna be tough.
Wow.
You're not prepared for this.
Can I use the word dope for every one of them?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So first up is Iron Man. So what about this guy?
Legend.
Great. So second up, Captain America.
Captain.
Oh yeah. Great. So third up, this one's a good one.
Oh.
Gamora.
Amore.
Now a tricky one.
Yeah.
Thor, right here.
One word to describe him. Perfect.
And the last one, Spidey.
The future.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, did you? Because there's 23 actors and actresses playing superheroes in this movie.
Even more.
Even
I think.
more. Oh, that's good
Even
information, sir. And
Spoiler alert.
well, thank you for that. And do you actually got to meet to meet everyone, or?
Yeah. Just about. Yeah. We had a day where we did a class. Did you hear that? We had a day where we did a class photo, which was essentially we had dozens and dozens. I mean, I think it was close to 150 characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe show up for one giant class photo. It was like if I was looking out here, you know, we had, I mean, everyone you could imagine, many generations of actors and actresses, and that particular week of production, everybody was there. I mean, it sounds like a scheduling nightmare. I don't know how they did it, but everybody was there, and also the scenes in the movie that have all of the actors in them were happening around that time, and at that time, it was really like a party. Outside of the set was a giant tent with like couches and a bar, and everyone was hanging out, having a good time. You know, I know a lot of these people and have met them before and am friendly with them, so I was continuing my relationship with them, but also I was meeting people for the first time. I met like the entire cast of Black Panther before I ever saw the movie Black Panther, right? And that was pretty cool to be able to see them, and they're like, I hope people like it. And then now to look at it, I'm like, oh my God, you know. So it was really neat to get to meet everybody and to spend time with everybody, and it was actually even cooler than you would imagine. I think, like, I expected it would be pretty cool. It was even cooler than that.
Sounds like a Marvel fan wet dream.
It was, yeah.
Well, we have some colleagues, some journalists here in the audience. They have a few questions for you.
Oh, hello, now I can see you. Hey, hi, nice to see you.
Então, por favor, Priscila Ganico, do Jovem Nerd.
Hi. Oh, hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, wow, this is loud. I'm Priscilla from Jovem Nerd. And
Hi,
my
Priscilla.
question,
I like
yeah,
your dress.
thank you. And my question is about your colleagues at in the movie. Stephen Strange and Tony Stark have huge egos, and Peter Quill has a huge ego as well. So, how did your character cope with it? How did it? Did he feel intimidated, or maybe jealous, or maybe I don't know?
Well, you know, you're right. Everyone has pretty big egos. The characters, at least, not the actors. None of the actors have egos. It was actually really fun. The actors truly are not. Everyone was very welcoming and friendly. It was very neighborly and nice. But the characters do have egos, and so